Would you like to rob a museum with a buddy? I guess today teaches you how to do just that. Welcome to the game show. My name is Frank, as I'm sure you know already, and today we have a special guest with us, a Jonathan Hawkins. Jonathan,
hey, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Oh, dude, thank you for coming on. Now, Jonathan, if you don't know already, is a relation of Jim Hawkins from Treasure Island, right, Jonathan?
Yes.
But no, seriously, Jonathan graduated USC in 2003, a major in computer science. After that, he worked at Santa Monica Studio for about 14 years on all of the God of War games, 1 through 3. Then he started his own studio, and now he's killing it in the VR, AR world. You had Eclipse out, won a ton of awards. Upload VR called it the best mobile VR game. You even got it on Switch. It's pretty amazing. We're talking about, we have Move controller support coming down the line.
It's coming, yep. We listened to the fans. It's been super busy, so we finally got that done. That should be coming out soon.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. But that's not why we're here today. Today, we are here to talk about
Covert.
Covert, yes, Covert. Covert is a heist game, cooperative heist game with you and your buddy, and you don't even need 2 VR headsets, do you?
Nope.
Which is pretty awesome, yep.
It's the mobile phone or tablet and Android, iOS, and it's free.
Do you have any history in espionage, sir?
Unfortunately not. No, just through Hollywood.
Just through Hollywood, okay. Which is fair, fair. And if by playing this game, am I going to get any skills? It's kind of like could I use these in the real world as a thief?
Well, I think it actually does really help people communicate. It tests your kind of like communication skills and building like trust.
Awesome.
Working through the different puzzles and you know, learning about like key codes and pads like that, but that's pretty all you can apply.
That's all I can, okay. Which is fine. I can ask for a little more. I can learn that on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And then let's see, give me, what is this game? Is there a story to it?
Yeah, so the game is about you and your friend are being like recruited to this like League of Thieves. So they're kind of like this like super secret, like kind of worldwide renowned like espionage and spy group. And so they've gone out and pulled off major heists around the world, and they're kind of like Robin Hoods, where they give money back to charities and you know, rob from the rich and give it back to the poor.
Awesome.
So basically, what you start to uncover is like some kind of betrayal story, and you end up kind of like plotting this, like the mastermind is this character who has this big revenge plot, and you end up becoming a part of, mixed into that. So there's 8 different missions. The game is about like 6+ hours or even longer, depending on how you can play, and you can really play with like both sides. So it's almost like 2 games in one, where like there's the companion app experience, and that's like, you know, kind of like imagine like a blueprint kind of like view of like the building. You can see the guards and all that, and then you have a different like tool sets inside of there, and then there's the VR player who's like the thief. And then they're like boots on the ground, like, you know, and you're working together, like, oh, you know, like the guard's coming, like, look out.
It's like the guy in the van and the guy actually.
Yeah, like just like in True Lies, or like in you know, a bunch of like all the kind of spy tropey movies.
All right, can you, if I'm on the app, can I mess with the guy in the VR headset, or is it purely like just cooperating and helping him out?
There's a couple little trolley stuff, like you can take over these carts and like honk.
Okay, which is good, yeah.
So that's fun. You can drop down like markers, say, hey, like go over here.
Okay, cool. All right,
yeah,
cool.
so there's like a lot of ways. And then you can kind of like communicate. So all the puzzles and kind of like setups require you to like work together to talk kind of like through like the problems and like plan.
Oh, nice, awesome. All right, so your last game, Eclipse, was more of like a solitary experience.
Yeah.
It's a little bit shorter, it's beautiful, striking, the music's great. I listened to that song by Johan that you said inspired you, it's amazing. What brought you in this gritty, cooperative direction? This is like a complete like,
I wanted to like Eclipse is very much about like you, like alone on this planet, right? And like it's all about like the vibe and the tone, and like not trying to make a game that's like really even like a game, you know, more of like this feeling and this like experience, right? And so I think that's really what we were striving to accomplish inside of Eclipse. And then with Covert, I, you know, kind of want to just pull back and like get out of that world. And really what I was trying to do is like, how can we like solve the problem of VR being very solitary, right? And where Eclipse, you know, we were able to find success inside of that, but I wanted to challenge myself to see if we could design something new that could like bring more of a social element to VR and allow you to like be able to share something like with your wife or your friends that come over and be able to play with them and then take turns like, you know, passing it back and forth. Or you can also play with your friends across the country or the world, right?
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah, like so we have like connection settings in the companion app to connect with people in Europe and wherever in Asia. So you can be anywhere and still play together.
No, I love that. Yeah, so that's great. So you tested the playing alone market, and you're like, hey, let's play with other people now.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And so you were out on Go before, right? And have you released on any other headsets other than that yet?
No, so Covert will be coming out for PlayStation and Oculus Rift.
On the same day?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, awesome. What about Oculus Quest?
Quest, no, like we'd like to, but we haven't confirmed it yet.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
But Eclipse is coming out in the Quest.
So we'll have some games on the Quest, and that'll have full touch support and everything, right?
Yep, that's full touch support.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you did work at Santa Monica Studio before, and you said that's where you got your first little taste of VR. I think I read somewhere, and you played around with that God of War demo. A lot of people got to see that. We're really excited about that. Did you get to play that? Did you build that? Were you?
Yeah, I wasn't
really
directly like involved. It was like a really small kind of like R&D group. Thomas Miller was a programmer who liked kind of just like messing around on the side. So he took like the Sony Z1 headset, I think it was called. It was like mainly just for watching movies, and then he took like 2 moves and strapped it together, and then was like total like just engineering it just like out of these parts, and then was able to build like a demo. And then I think they showed it to Shu, and he got really excited. And but there was like other things that were like crazy in it that didn't work. So it was still like super experimental, but it showed like a lot of the promise. And like I remember walking around it was like Archimedes' room, I forgot the guy's name, in God of War 3, and it was just so cool to be there and like that sense of presence. And that was like really the first time I felt like VR was going to be like this thing.
That's awesome. Now you worked in level design previously, but do you wear more hats now at this studio?
Yeah, so at Sony Santa Monica I left as like lead level designer. Yeah, this place I wear like 1,000 different hats.
That's
like
what
everything.
Yeah.
So it's definitely learned a lot, and so it's just work really hard to try to manage all that kind of stuff as we're still small,
And when I grew up and I went to school, I never thought games were an option. No one ever told me like, hey, you could work in video games. If anything, it was the opposite. Like, stop playing video games.
Right?
That's not there's nothing for you. And a good thing I didn't listen.
Yeah.
Same with you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I just started making Doom 2 levels, right?
Yeah.
And like learning with my friends who were like really into like modding Duke Nukem. Or
That's what the guys here tell me. They're like, we were making Half-Life levels, or like turn on Source
stuff like that,
Engine.
and like just trying to like learn by yourself in a room with like minimal internet back
that's
then.
Great.
And and then like I got super lucky. Like one of my friend's older brother worked in gaming, so that's how I kind of got like
a little connection right in.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that at Santa Monica then?
Yeah, he worked there. Yeah,
so you were there for that was your thing. Hell
yeah. So
awesome.
I'm super lucky.
Yeah. You got in from the start.
Yeah,
That's cool. But besides that, we're talking about your new stuff now, and like you're killing it, and it's. Eclipse is beautiful. I'm so glad. I'm excited to play it. Now we are actually going to play some Covert today, right? So I have not had a chance to play any Covert yet. Jonathan and I are going to hop in, and we're going to try out the first level. And we're going to try it with move support, which is why we were delayed so long, which is fine.
Thanks for hanging in there, everyone. We had to get it through QA and do the engineering on it. But I think we have a good control scheme now. And it adds that extra sense of immersion. And sorry about the Eclipse stuff; it's coming soon. I think it's sitting there in QA. We're just trying to grind through it, and then that should be coming out soon.
And that is it for today. But make sure you tune back in on the 10th for an exclusive look at Covert on PlayStation VR with creator Jonathan Hawkins. Now, yada yada yada. Hit that like, subscribe. I mean, come on now.